Witnesses described the perpetrators as a gang of teenagers, but we're unable to give further details.
Got nothing to go on.
LAPD Detective Dan Collins is asking the community
robbery at Certified National.
any information might lead to the arrest of those responsible.
Never mind. Right, honey. See you later.
I can't get out.
Why not? Oh, is that the one? Vanessa? Girls sure don't wear much these days.
Yeah.
Come on, Jack. Don't make me late.
Wait. I don't know what to say to her. What do I say?
How about, good morning, Vanessa. I'm much too young for you. See you in 10 years.
Thanks, Mom. Could help, you know. Jeez, I'm not a baby anymore, in case you hadn't noticed.
And so it starts.
As it is, we'll be lucky if we get enough clean evidence on this gang to put them away in a misdemeanor. Please tell me the cameras are working.
One of the first video systems ever made, but we got one.
Can you believe it? It's a bank and they can't even afford any decent equipment. Make sure all the TV stations get a copy of that tape for what it's worth. I'll go talk to the media.
Hey, come here and have a look. Hey, I said look.
Check this out. You're under arrest.
What for?
For boring me this early in the morning. Get out of the car. You know, what's really amazing is that you picked this parking lot. We're about a half block from the police station.
That dumpy place?
You should see it from the front.
Hey, Gene, got a buddy already this morning?
Yeah, caught him exposing himself in our parking lot.
You ought to be arrested for stupidity. Did you catch him barehanded?
Yes, and may I say it was much ado about very little.
Hey, Gene, what did the pervert say to the sex detective?
I don't know. I'm dying to find out.
No, that's not what he said. He said,
No, that's not what he said. He said, Officer, I didn't know this was your jurisdiction. $5 to anybody who can top it.
hang on, Gene. This just came in. Another nasty rape here.
Another fine day.
Mrs. Reed,
I'm Detective Martin. Could you tell us anything about the person that did this to you?
Take care of my boy first.
He's inside? Hey, Al.
Good morning.
She has a little boy?
Sort of. Trevor, he's in here.
Was he a witness?
Sort of. You'll see.
My hands hurt. Mommy!
The boy and his mother were tied up with electrical cord for 2 days before the neighbors called us. Only his hands were tied. No, he could have got out any time.
Mommy!
Trevor, my name is Jean. I'm a police lady. Would you like to tell me something about the man that did this to you? What he looked like? Why didn't you leave the house and tell someone what happened?
The man said stay here. And he spanked me hard.
And you should tell me what he looked like so we can find him and take him to jail, and then he can't hurt anybody again.
I want Mommy, please.
Your mommy is... She went to see the doctor, Trevor. She was hurt very badly. Was the man a big man? Was he tall? Was he... Did he have white skin or brown skin?
Me.
Do you remember anything else about him? Anything? Wind, Trevor? It's all right, Trevor. We're gonna take care of you, okay?
Mommy.
Fractured ribs, right arm, hand, perforated left lung, damaged right kidney, internal lacerations, not to mention severe dehydration. We did get the rape kit, though, so you'll have your evidence.
Is she going to live?
I don't know. It's a perfect setup for an opportunistic disease. Hi, Kim.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Thanks.
Mrs. Freed? I'm Detective Martin. We met at your house, remember? I'm in charge of your case. Let's talk about what happened.
What about my son, Trevor?
Trevor's fine. He's downstairs getting lots of attention. Is there a relative that he could stay with?
No. He can't take care of himself. I have a little money.
Mrs. Freed, I promise I'll see to it that Trevor goes to a place where he's well cared for. But time is important. Let's focus on the man that did this to you.
What's gonna happen to him when I die?
That's not gonna happen.
It is happening.
Be ready like a half hour.
Hey, how come you're outside the bank? What if somebody's in there robbing it?
They gotta come out this way, don't they?
You got a smart mouth, Jones. Let's go.
Everybody shut up! Sit back! That's you, pig face! You're gonna be robbed. Bad. So everybody, get on the floor. Now! On the floor. Face down!
Now do I have everybody's attention? The man said get down. If you don't like it, you can join him. Now get on the floor, everybody. Put your face down. Put your money and your jewelry in front of you.
Now! Get over here! Put the money in the bag, now! Come on, money, 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 money! Come on, old man, I'm not playing with you!
Get your butt up and fill the bag up with your money. Hurry up.
Here we go.
You, where's your left hand? Give it to me.
Take it! Take it!
I like you. I'll be back.
Are we done? Are we done? That's it, folks. Have a nice day.
Chopper's up top. Wait for it.
What's going on?
The gang just hit Fidelity of Beverly Hills downtown. Same MO as a certified national robbery. No, you don't.
Right.
You don't want to be where they're going.
I'm there.
Is that for me, Jean?
Oh, yeah. I want to put Mrs. Freed on videotape.
Take a statement.
She's dying. If we don't get her on tape now, we're nowhere with this case.
All right, put her on tape. And keep the cost down.
Lieutenant, what about my transfer?
We need you, Jean. You're good. Men don't handle sex crimes very well.
I have been waiting a year. I think I deserve it.
No, he's out right now.
I can't handle it either.
Is that him?
I want you to meet Freddie, Trevor. He's a young man like yourself who's been looking for someone to play with. Okay? Come on.
Home. Please.
I know you'd like to go home, but your mommy wanted you to be here. Come on.
Hey, Kevin?
Trevor, this is Freddie. Freddie, you have a new friend.
Hi. Okay.
Security guard George Haley, killed in the rampage, was a former police officer who retired after 25 years of service with the Los Angeles Police Department. He
As soon
survived
as
by
Dad
his
earns
wife,
time off
4
his new
children.
job,
Police are
he's
still
gonna take
trying
me to
to
the high
identify
Sierras.
a
Trout fishing.
five-member gang
Sounds great, honey.
Yeah, Dad always has great ideas.
You know he wants to keep his promises.
individuals. He encouraged to call the number. We spoke moments ago with senior
Jack,
detective Dan
Jack, stop it.
Collins.
I want to hear this.
It follows the same pattern as a certified national robbery. The two banks are offering a $45,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest of these people. In the course of the robberies, they've killed 2 security guards, 1 a retired police officer. They also shot a customer.
See, Mom, it's not safe even when you do retire.
Well, we need cops to put those people away.
Yeah, but why does it have to be you?
I don't know, Jack. Maybe because I wanted to be one of the good guys, putting away the bad guys. Protect and to serve, you know? It means something.
Did you know that guy?
Nope. It's a big force.
He had red hair. He had blue, bulging eyes. He had a chipped front tooth.
You're doing fine, Mrs. Freed. Tell us what happened next.
He dragged me through the house by my hair.
Can you tell us about the rape?
The rape? Did he rape me? I don't remember.
A lot of candles.
The better to see you with.
I can see you just fine.
Not hardly. Gene, what's the matter? What? What?
Sometimes I can see and feel women being beaten, raped. Like it's happening to me.
I would never hurt you.
I know. Mom? Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hi. Did Vanessa call?
Who?
Vanessa.
No, honey, no.
I guess you didn't get my note.
I guess so. Jack, you did tell your dad that you have a dentist appointment tomorrow.
No, I forgot. But I will as soon as he gets back.
Where is he? It's after 10. Where is he? Was he drinking?
He had a couple of beers.
He's in a couple of six-packs. I'm coming to get you, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
I'm sorry, it's Jack. I gotta go.
It's okay. I understand.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've seen too many cop movies.
Go get your kid.
I want my transfer into robbery homicide. Now.
It's a lonely place for women, Jean. There are only 7 citywide.
Lieutenant, if I weren't a woman, I'd have been there long ago.
You went out of the frying pan. You think Rob Ho is in a fire? You ever seen what an AK-47 can do to human flesh?
At least it does what it's designed to do. I can no longer deal with creeps who use their penises as weapons to inflict pain. I'm beginning to confuse what I love about men with what I hate. I even resent my son for growing up. So, if you do not transfer me from this department, I will quit the force.
Here you go.
Oh, yeah. Peterson? Well, we've been inside like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. The guy, I know he saw us.
Yeah, we're 25. Detective Martin, over here.
It's your desk next to mine. I'm supposed to show you the ropes.
Just enough to hang myself, huh?
Oh, we like to be friendly around here, Dan Collins.
Hi. I've seen you on TV.
Once you get settled in, I'll bring you up to speed on the robbery gang.
I heard that the videotape from the first robbery was muddy. No faces.
Up to speed.
Hey, look at that. It's the token skirt.
William Featherhill, say hello to Gene Martin.
Hello, Gene Martin.
Hello?
It's a female sensibility that'll humanize the world.
Yeah, sounds great to the city council.
And everybody's favorite, Gil Suggs. He was homeless when we brought him in, but he's learned...
Hey, ugly.
How you doing, Trace?
All right.
What's going on? We were homeless together in a vice sting a few years back, you know. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Manny DeNicholas, I'll tell you right off the bat, this is the only one who's going to give you any grief about TNA.
Irrelevant in my case.
You know what? We were wondering, but we're all afraid to ask is, what'd you have to do to get the promotion?
Hey, wait a minute. If you could sleep your way to the top, I'd be captain now.
Hi, it seems I missed the formal introductions. Ed Carlin. I heard a lot about you, June. Welcome aboard. I'm always looking for a better mutual understanding on my part.
Thanks, Ed.
Can you help me
It's
out?
Jean.
Come on, look at that. Look at that mess. Who's gonna clean that up? That's not funny, guys. It's not any way to treat a sex expert. Oh, you guys. Say, are you single?
Single? Soggy?
Well, look, maybe we could go out tonight, celebrate my promotion. Detective 2, moving up the fast track. I got a new car.
I don't think so, Ed.
Another time, then. Man, when it comes to women, believe me, these guys are brain dead. The problem is, you gotta have a brain to know it.
There you go. Thanks.
These aren't easy to watch. George Haley was a friend. The leader disarmed George outside and forced him inside at gunpoint and shot him, using his murder to set an example. Now, in the first bank job, the guard was killed and only the tellers were robbed. Total time, under 2 minutes. But this has a different MO. Not only was George killed, this time she shot and wounded a civilian. And the gang robbed the customers. They're getting greedy. Average age looks to be about 17. Catching this gang is now our top priority. The mayor, the chief, the community, you know the drill. We've sent our best slides to the FBI for computer enhancement. Okay, that's it. Let's go. We got to get these people off the street. Come on.
I already told the police everything.
Well, sometimes a little distance from the event can jog your memory. What did he look like?
He wore an odd wig, a black afro. It didn't look natural at all.
What was odd about the wig?
His skin was too light. It didn't go with his afro.
Do you think he was white?
Well, he had blue eyes.
The tellers at all of our branches are instructed to start the silent camera, which they did.
If you alerted us the moment the robbery begins, we'd have a chance at catching the bad guy.
Unfortunate. I understand your problem, but do you understand ours? The last thing we want is a hostage situation.
We wait until the suspects get outside the building before we move on them.
We have insurance. We can't justify taking unnecessary chances. We have to protect our customers first.
What about George Haley?
Working security is not without risk.
Let me tell you something about security, buddy.
One of your customers was shot. Do you call that protection? Your policy protects the robber and endangers the lives of the customers.
I'll take this up with the board.
Understands our problem. That guy don't understand anything but money. All he wants to do is collect that insurance money and get back to business. You don't want us to catch a bad guy in his back. No, that would be bad for business, wouldn't it? What about the customer got injured? Isn't that bad for business, huh? Guess security guards are expendable.
Here, I'll tell you what.
Really?
See if this helps. How's that?
Yeah, Gene, you got a phone call. It's the captain.
Think I won a medal already?
Come on, I'm too. Let's go.
Martin here. Yes, sir. Yes, I certainly will. Thank you. Well, it's a little too early to tell, but I will try. No, sir, just fine. I will do my best. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will. Thank you. Bye. Tear gas.
Why you go to Alabaster? He don't sell no good stuff.
I got a deal. I got the Tech 9 semi-automatic and the Uzi for 400, huh? That's 2 for the price of 1.
Yo, you came up. How you do this?
Who raised you, girl? Don't you know nothing?
Late again.
Yo, Bow, man. You got back going on for brains? You know you can't bring her to a Planet Me.
She's cool, man. She don't talk, all right?
Yo, you stupid, man.
How much talking you been doing, Ball?
Nada, Lorette. Hey, no problem. Take off, all right? I'll catch you later.
What am I supposed to do?
Just take off.
Sit. Val, you know you and I don't talk a lot. Seems like you don't know me well enough.
See, when somebody breaks one of my rules, what do you think I usually do?
You kill them.
No. I kill people I don't know. I don't like to kill friends. See, because if I kill somebody I know, I usually just let them do it. So if I do it, it gets all messy, and then they be begging me to get him the gun.
Good. I don't want to kill myself.
Did I tell you to kill yourself?
No.
Then don't be putting words in my mouth, or we won't be friends.
Then I don't know what I do. I just want you to hold the gun, see how it feels. You ever play Russian roulette with an automatic rifle? Now give me my gun back. Next time I give it to you, I ain't gonna be asking for it back. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't think you do. You hear me?
I hear you. Loud and clear.
All right. Y'all, let's get down to business. Okay, we're gonna take out the Western Fidelity Commercial Bank this Friday and the Federated United Bank next Friday, then we're gonna take a little break. We don't want to wear out our welcome, y'all.
They're gonna want us bad for killing that old cop, though, right?
Yeah, maybe we should stay out of sight for a while.
Look, I ain't gonna argue with y'all. We're gonna hit them hard now and fast, and they won't be ready for us.
Yo, they ain't gonna never catch us because we straight up too smart for 'em.
Somebody teach that girl.
Captain?
Yeah, I understand you worked this Mrs. Freed case. The hospital just called. She died. Now we got a homicide. I want you to continue with it.
I couldn't crack that case. Maybe somebody else should try.
What would you have in mind?
No, what about DeNicholas? He's the best, isn't he?
Yeah, he's told me that, too. Look, you want help, ask him. But if you run with this, you might surprise yourself.
This is one I wanted to forget.
If it hadn't have been pneumonia, it would have been something else. There was just no way she was going to make it.
Would you testify in court that the cause of death was the beating?
Yeah, absolutely.
I see her. Someone has to say goodbye.
Oh, brownies. Cool.
No touching. I'm taking these into work.
Oh, buttering up the homicide guys, huh, Mom? Don't stoop to that.
What? You think I shouldn't be nice to them?
Well, maybe you should, and then they'll take care of you.
I can take care of myself. I'm as quick as any man and three times as smart.
Plus, you got a great bod.
Thank you.
Mom, I know you're, like, equal and stuff, but killers are rougher than perverts.
Sometimes, but I'm trained to handle dangerous situations. Plus, I have a partner now. Tough guy.
Good. Let him go in first, Kay. Oh, Dave's dad is picking us up to take us to the arcade. He's a lawyer.
What, you think that's safe? Everyone I know wants to shoot a lawyer.
They do?
That's a joke. Sort of. Listen, Jack, I plan on sticking around for you if that's what you're worried about.
Well, I'm not worried. You're not working tonight, are you?
Nope. Be right here, baking, when you get back. By 9:30.
All right. See you.
Last I heard,
You didn't have proper identification.
Homemade brownies. You make them at home?
None of your business.
Hey, what's this?
Never mind.
Hey, you gonna share those? Yeah. We're pals, aren't we?
Are we?
Gene, let's get to the federal building. Those photos are ready. What do you got there? Is that for me?
Nope.
We shut him down about an hour ago.
Enhancements might be too hopeful a term. Computers aren't magicians. Give me 9512.
Of course, you wouldn't have gotten anything close if you hadn't had film. I think all banks should convert over from tape. Color would help, too. Good-looking woman. I mean, I wasn't interested. It just seems a shame, that's all.
She likes to shoot law enforcement officers. I know this woman.
What do you mean you know her?
I've dealt with hundreds of her. Unwanted, abused, sold by pimps, numbed by drugs. I've dealt with them when they're innocent kids who never knew love. You deal with monsters they become.
Don't let your bleeding heart stain the photographs.
So Miss Tough Stuff makes her cohorts wear padded disguises, and she wears high heels. Not very practical in her line of work.
She's just a punk. She doesn't give a damn. Well, there's our white guy. Notice the blue eyes?
Why can't the witnesses find them in the mug books, huh? They have to have been arrested before.
Look at the wigs. They're wearing their wigs crooked on purpose so no one will look at their faces. You do realize these innocent kids are gonna kill until somebody kills them. What the hell's wrong? Where is everybody? Found two.
What's going on?
You don't want to know.
Don't come in here!
What, are they all eating the same joint?
Beats me.
Actually, it was a good bid, Gene.
You think so?
Yeah, you got us all running pretty regular.
But we're ready to bury the hatchet.
Bury it where?
Well, why don't you come out and have a little drink with us?
You know, they pass a law now that women can breastfeed in public.
Good.
Now you got something to look forward to.
Come on, drink with big boy.
Showed up.
You guys are hard to keep up with.
You sure you want to be seen with these guys?
That's all right. I used to work sex unit.
Yeah, they asked me how we made out undercover.
That would be undercover. You should be so lucky. I'll have a Chardonnay.
Oh, whoa. Shut up. What? What, you can't handle tequila?
Huh?
Forget the Chardonnay. I'll have gold.
Girl. There you go. Girl. You can handle your own.
Here we go. Enough people make this thing interesting. Mix it up a little. Russian custom. Someone proposes a toast, and everyone follows up with a shot of tequila.
Last man standing wins.
There we go. Last person standing.
Suggs, pick it up, man.
Here we go. Help me out, Father. Okay. Tequila is the right drink.
The right drink.
For detectives who don't want to think.
Don't want to think.
But once they get numb, they feel really dumb and go home and puke in the sink.
Oh! Yeah.
I've been there. That is ugly. I know that is ugly. Here we go.
Okay, I got one. There was a rookie from Hollywood who got as many girls as he could.
Charlie!
Some said he stood out. Others said he would shout. Wait a second. None of them said he was good.
Here we go. All right, so, how are the boys? Holding up here?
Going home? Wait a second. We haven't heard Gene's toast. I suggest you make it now while we can still hear. What do you got?
Okay. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Some homicide cops went a drinking. Till each was so drunk he was stinking. Well, each made a toast to see who could drink the most. The female among them was thinking.
Thinking? What are you talking about?
Thinking that I was smart enough to stop for a double cheeseburger on my way over here tonight, and you guys are all drinking on an empty stomach.
Man, I don't think you got it. You got it. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference.
This is a fixed fight. It's no fair and I'm gone.
I got it.
I didn't even get any breakfast in this morning.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, kids.
Be easy.
Well, I ain't quitting.
Whoa, whoa. Watch out there, young man. He's done. Where are we going?
Carla's driving. Well, there goes 3.5 of LA's finest.
8.5 years. First time. Now I've been married 5 years. It's good. You see, I'm not one of those thrill seekers who needs to live on the edge every day anymore. I've got my private life figured out. I can manage it, you know. It's a give a little, you take a little, you give a little, you take a little.
I wish I had one.
One?
Private life. Have to get the right guy. Of course I do with my son, but can't really unload on him, you know, and he keeps me centered, though. My ex keeps me juggling.
And he split because of your career.
He wanted me to leave the phone company. You know, working for the phone company is... And he did want me to be a cop. Cop-ette, he called it. Better paycheck, better benefits. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, Anyway, he lost his job, and I'm wearing the pants in the family.
You have old girlfriend eyes.
As in, I'm old?
No. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm not coming on to you or anything. I'm not that kind of guy to come on to other women, but if I were... Well, I'm just saying that if I were the type to come on to other women, you would be the kind of woman I would come on to. I think, it's time to go home. Can you drive? You sure? Do you want me to give you a lift?
No, thanks. I think I'm just gonna stay and have another drink, maybe.
You can drink another drink.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, then you definitely are the winner. For the last person standing, I take my hat off to you. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Can I get you anything?
Taxi. Get moved.
One more.
Hey. What are you doing? Huh?
I smell like Dad. Do you know what time it is? It's 1 o'clock.
Sorry.
How do I know you're not dead, huh? Shot in the head by some crazy freaking psychos.
That's enough. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I won't come home late without calling.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're not dead. Good night.
Good night.
According to the handle, a man fast Smart Shopping Center, quarter sunset sign. Suspect described as white male, tan jacket, black man. Still further description. Any available unit, suite, male, mental at 5898 West Boulevard.
Sorry. I've done that since I was a small boy.
Hey, I don't have a problem with you.
Might be easier spending these long, intimate hours together if you did.
5:15 and 211 just occurred, 3115 West 6th. Subject is described as female cough.
Where's gang unit? Aren't they working this case?
No, G is not familiar with this gang. These guys are rogues. Just trying to get anything they can on him.
3 King 94, come in.
3 King 94, go.
Return to station. Your wheelchair witness, Mrs. Rogers, is in custody.
Copy that. We're heading back.
We'll go back after we talk to my snitch.
No, they can't hold mine that long. She knows what goes down on the street. Dan, we gotta work this case too.
Unfortunately, she is not the mayor's flavor of the month. This gang is, okay? Don't you know your politics?
Oh, is that what you do in homicide? Solve the high-profile cases and let the poor slops who are just trying to live decent lives, unvisited by violence, suffer the indignity.
All right, we'll go back to the station.
Okay, I got it. The pervert says to the sex detective, sure, I got ID. Here, hold this while I get it out.
That's not worth $5.
Yeah. You stay right here. Good luck.
Hello, Mrs. Rogers. Thanks for coming in.
Hello, you hoe.
Mrs. Rogers, I'm not a real whore. You know that.
Well, you never had the booze for it anyway. Who's your boyfriend?
Oh, that's my partner, Dan. He's married.
Married men make lousy lovers. You hear that? What do you want?
We're looking for a white man that attacks older women. Ties them up with lamp cords, beats them badly, yells, screams.
And rapes them?
Yeah. Have you heard of him?
Maggie, she said he whistled.
Where's Maggie? Where can I find her?
I don't know the name. I don't like the game. He brings nothing but shame to the ladies. Shame! 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 Shame!
But we still need his name.
Is your name Maggie? I'm looking for a woman named Maggie. Maggie. Have you heard of her, anybody?
I don't know anybody. You know a Maggie? Anybody know Maggie?
I'm with the police department. I'm trying to find a rapist who sometimes rapes older women, sometimes homeless. He's a white man with red hair, bad skin. Sometimes he whistles. Have you ever heard of him?
Uh-uh. But I like your shoes.
Nice. Okay, thank you.
You see my cover?
We've got a residential 211 in progress at 1705 Franklin. Any available unit, please respond and handle.
6 Adam 82, show me handler.
Roger, 6 Adam 82.
3 King 94, show me backing in plain clothes.
Roger, 3 King 94.
Hey, Jane. They got you doing house calls?
What's happening?
We don't know. It was quiet when we got here.
You think there's somebody still inside?
Oh, a neighbor could have heard somebody's TV. It's probably a bum call. Let's go.
King 94, 3 King 94, what's your 20? 3 King 94, give your 20, please.
Please open up!
Stop! Police! I said stop, damn it!
I'll kill you.
You've waived your right to have an attorney present, so we can proceed. William Shepard, also known as Bill the Bull, a.k.a. the Whistler. Do you know why we want to talk to you?
The lady asked you a question.
I don't want to talk to her.
Well, you're not going to get everything you want tonight.
Let's talk about Mrs. Freed.
Let's not.
You just failed your attitude test, buddy.
I don't know her.
She can identify you.
She's dead.
How do you know that?
I can read.
You killed her, but before she died, she made a videotape describing you as if you were standing in front of her, and what you did to her. You're going up for murder. You don't like women, Mr. Shepard? There'll be some women on that jury. Hope you charm them as much as you charm me.
My turn.
Mr. Luthen, I've been looking for you.
Quest fulfilled.
You haven't filed murder charges on William Shepard.
Correct. I filed on robbery, assault, breaking and entering.
He raped and killed a woman.
The rape is weak. The death certificate says she died of pneumonia.
Have you talked to the doctor?
Doesn't matter what the doctor says. Look, any defense attorney worth his salt will make it death by natural causes. I don't go to trial on cases I can't win. But never fear, I'll put him away for the other charges. It'll be a second strike.
Great, which means he can get out and do it one more time.
Yeah, well, get me a 2-strike.
Look, I have the victim testifying on tape. She nails him down to the chip in his tooth. Any jury that sees it will send him up.
Inadmissible. Defense has to be able to cross-examine the witness.
There has to be a way to get it in.
Great enough.
Listen, you file murder charges and convict that bastard. You give an excuse for a public servant, or I will personally bit your head off and spit down your neck.
Right here.
Captain, you wanted to see me.
Did you threaten to kill an assistant DA?
Only a little bit. Threatened to tear his head off.
Don't you know not to warn them? Strike at night, in darkness. Surprises everything.
Will that be all, sir?
Yeah. I told him I'd talk to you. Shut the door.
Yeah, I've got the list. Let them know we're ready to transport.
You mind if she does this?
Yeah. I'm done inside. Got a couple of beauties off that trash can.
Fantastic.
Thanks, pal. All right, the attendant confirms it. Van was dropped off the same day as the certified national job. It's been sitting here all these weeks. What is that? What did they do, wash the money?
Their idea of laundering.
Hey, maybe they thought there was some kind of electronic tracking device in it.
It's not a bad idea. Too bad the banks don't do it.
And they're gonna hit again soon.
Is that so? What else you see in that crystal ball of yours, Manny?
Well, the next hit's gonna be better than the last. This wacko's out to prove she's badder than any badass male gangbanger.
Yeah, and add the drug factor to her personal aspirations, and we could be looking at hostage bloodbaths, shootouts, bombs.
Guns are babes. You know what's funny? These guys can't get along without killing people. When it comes to working out their own racial problems, somehow they're working out.
Yeah, so let's put them up for the Nobel Peace Prize.
All right, fellas. I'll love change.
Fingerprints on a getaway van. Somebody took the gloves off too soon.
I want a cigarette. Do it. I will.
Excuse me. Lady, I think I should tell you that we're cops.
Well, then one of you's here to smoke.
Here you go.
Come on, Dan, give her a light, quick. Just your type, huh, Brotherhood?
They're real gents.
Son of a bitch Luthen won't file murder charges. Even went to the captain about me.
Dad back you up?
Yeah, all the way.
Can't let those law school graduates walk all over you.
So, Luthen, we understand you're gonna let a killer go.
Yeah, that's a lot of crap. Come on, fellas, I'm just doing my job.
Now, you're not worried about your job, but you're worried about your clearance rate.
If you can't beat him, you walk him.
Hey, man, 7 stories, more if you count the garages. Take a look.
Get off me.
How about we just beat you badly and let you die of natural causes?
This is intimidation. I'm gonna have your asses for this.
It's our first offense, man. Your office always walks first offense.
We could list him as a John Doe at County General. They'd kill him for sure. And then your office could sue for malpractice.
You guys are crazy. All right, all right. Look, this is unnecessary, okay? I will think of a way to file the case.
You're what?
I know of a way to file the case.
Good. Detective Martin would be happy to hear that. Why don't you go tell her yourself? Take the elevator.
Mike.
Waldemar Rivera, 1 down, 4 to go. What's his rap sheet look like?
17 years old, 1 indictment assault. Charges dropped when victim reneged his ID.
An address?
No. Rivera's moved out of their last known address 2 years ago.
Well, then no.
Okay. I know what he said.
What, who said?
The pervert. What the pervert said to the sex detective. He said, this is a stick up. Just wanted to make her laugh.
Mr. Luthen?
Detective, you'll be happy to hear I filed murder 1 with special circumstances. That'll scare him. We'll get him to plead it out. He'll take life.
I won't accept anything less than life without parole.
I might be able to get the tape in as a dying declaration. But if the judge throws it out, you've got no case. So you better bring me a confession.
And then he tied me up with a lamp cord and he started beating me.
You're safe here, Mrs. Freed. Please tell us what happened next.
This man, I know that someday you're gonna see this tape. Maybe you're watching this right now. You really hurt me. Why did you do that? I didn't hurt you. I never hurt anybody. Maybe you were lost and alone. If I were your mama, I would have loved you. And I would have protected you from all the bad people that hurt you. But look at you now. You just become one of them, and you expect me probably to hate you. I don't. I feel sorry for you. I'm going to pray for you. Will you pray for my son?
Guess what? 3 other women have come forward. You're going down. Build the ball. Whistler. Jury sees this, you get the lethal injection. Or you can cop a plea, save your own life. All I need is a statement.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
2, 3, 4.
police! Get down! Get out of the way!
Yeah, I got him.
There they are! Go, 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 go! Police, please!
Just occurred, Western Fidelity Security Bank. Suspects are southbound on Figueroa in white, late model Suburban, armed and dangerous.
That's gotta be them. The vehicle fits the description.
Oh, come on, let's follow him. We're the only bird up here today. We can guide the cops and get an exclusive.
Are we supposed to report the news or be part of it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, let's go.
3-2 Papa Mike, LAPD Air Tactic. We have visual. They're headed south on Figueroa, just crossing Firth. Let's go rattle the cage a little.
Baldwin, how you doing?
I'm bleeding a lot, man.
Yeah, we're playing tag with him at the west end of the 2nd Street Tunnel. Where is everybody?
Get rid of the ground company!
Negative, I got nothing.
Okay, people, walk, don't run. People won't be bothering us if we just act cool, okay?
Who's gonna help me, Lorette?
I will, baby.
Hurry!
Cảm ơn tất cả các bạn đến với video nha. Giới thiệu các bạn đây cây rau lan. Vườn này trồng xuyên canh xuyên cư. Cây rau lan. Đây là mình dòng để mình lấy rau thôi, mình không lấy củ. Rau luộc xào mẻ rất là ngon. Thời tiết Bắc Bộ đang mưa, các bạn nhìn nhé, hạt mưa rơi xuống này.
Sorry, baby.
Lose yourself. Spring Street, is that one?
Right. It's right up there.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
I told her that.
What do you got for us? Baltimore Rivera. The only one we got anything on? No, we ain't got him. Who do you suppose left this behind? 9mm shell casing.
Hey. You had a girlfriend.
Padre, el Hijo y el Espíritu Santo. Amén.
Gracias, mija.
There's our girl.
I love you, Bob.
Let me talk to her.
Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm Detective Martin. You cops killed him. You shouldn't be here. I didn't kill him. We're here to protect his family. You too, if necessary. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you either. Listen, there's a big reward if you just tell us where the gang is. I don't sell out. Valdemar had a leg wound when he left Grand Central Market. The bullet that killed him came from the same gun that killed 3 bank guards. She shot him because he couldn't keep up. How safe do you think you are, huh? She can't afford to think you won't sell out. She's probably got somebody here watching you right now. She'll find out you talk to me, and she'll kill you. She doesn't care about anybody but herself. She certainly didn't think about Baltimore. What's your name?
Esperanza. Baltimore wasn't a bad boy. He never killed nobody. He was gonna quit right after Grand Central Market.
If your information leads to the capture of the gang, you get $45,000.
My mother wants to be relocated.
You and your mother will be moved to a new city, and you'll be given a new start.
And Carlos? Sí, Mama. My mother wants to know what about my brother, Carlos. He's in the California Youth Authority.
Your brother's doing time? He's a gangbanger?
See.
Oh, boy.
I don't think you understand. Your son will be loyal to his gang. They will execute him if he tries to help you. Sister or no sister?
No, nunca.
My advice to you is to let him stay in jail.
My mother will not leave Carlos. And I can't leave my mama.
No matter what happens, if he gets out of jail, he's not going to come back to you. He's going to go back to the gang. That puts him in the middle, and that puts everyone in jeopardy.
My son, Carlos, loves his familia.
She just got Carlos's rap sheet. It's a disaster.
Well, we need the information. I said we sprig him.
So we let a killer go to catch killer?
Look, it's not our fault Mrs. Gomez is too naive to comprehend the law of the street, okay? We're trying to save her life, and she's living in some world where children obey and respect their parents.
I don't think she's naive. I think she's playing her hand. She knows we need some information from Esperanza. She wants her son's freedom in return.
Well, if he gets out because of a police deal, then somebody's going down. They don't care about Carlos, Esperanza, or the mama.
All I know is we can't let him walk out of there without a deal.
Could I talk to them for a little while, just by myself? Maybe they'd feel more comfortable.
Whatever. Let's just get it over with before anyone notices the girl missing.
Give it your best shot.
My son, Jack. He's 13. I worry about him getting into trouble. It's so easy for kids to get into trouble these days.
Sí.
I don't think they want to be bad, but sometimes, no matter how much they love us, we lose them. Is Carlos lost to you?
He perdido mi hijo a las armas. Carlos is lost to the guns.
How do you think his homeboys are going to feel about his sister being in the witness protection program for giving up the gang? They'll never trust him again. He becomes a danger to them. You'll be killing him yourself by getting him out. I know you love your son and your daughter. This is the way to keep them both safe and alive. Carlos stays in jail while you and Esperanza begin your new lives together. Esperanza's a good girl. She deserves this chance. I'll talk to you again in just a minute. Who's in charge of witness protection?
That's me.
It'll be just the two ladies going. Ringleader is Lorette Timmons, affectionately known as Puta.
Ooh.
The gang's gonna hit again on Friday.
Not bad, Gene.
Do we know where?
Federated United Bank, downtown.
Let's rock and roll.
Keep radios intact. Okay.
Your team ready?
Yep. Radio's intact.
Okay. See, man. What's going on? How you doing?
All right, let's hit it. Move out.
So, it's like a drug, right?
What, the coffee?
Getting ready, you know, the adrenaline build up. It's better than sex.
For you, maybe.
3 King 600.
3 King 600, go.
The nearest hospital to your position is County USC. Full emergency room triage. Ambulances are on standby.
3 King 600, roger that. This way.
Okay, listen up. You are here. Here's the staging area, 4th and Main. And we have teams stationed all around the perimeter to cover all possible approaches. Suggs, that's you and DeNichols. We are ready to close all access to this area once they are inside. Now, SWAT will be watching our action from the hotel. 2 on the roof, 1 in the 3rd floor corner with the commander and myself, and 2 in the street. Uniform and plainclothes in the bank. Carl and I want you and Featherhill to take that driver out of the play if we get them into the trap. This truck pulls forward, blocking any possible escape down 4th Street. Martin, you cover the alley. Now the follow cars and the squads will block off Main Street. Collins, you're gonna do your talking from right here. Now no crossfire. All fire will come from the hotel and Main Street only. If it gets too hot to handle, you let SWAT take over. Clear?
Got it.
Let's go.
You think it was DeNicholas's idea to stick me in this alley?
No, it was a captain. But I didn't argue with him. Somebody's got to stay in the alley, Gene.
Been through many of these?
Quick count.
Is it better than sex?
You've been talking to Suggs. Well, it is a mood-altering drug, I'll give you that. It's waiting that I hate.
It's gonna be a beautiful day.
Yeah, it is. You ever notice how people die on beautiful days? Evil goes where beauty is.
Baby! The man thinks he's the only one who can get one of these.
These doesn't really work?
Come on, baby. It works better if you shoot first. You got my knife? I'll take that. All you gotta do is take the money. Don't think. Just stuff and be out.
We're gonna take the 3rd floor. You guys take your positions at the east side elevator 2nd.
Right.
That's that shot.
You men ready?
We're all set.
Bravo team in position. Sniper team 2 set. All teams confirmed in position. Blue team ready southeast corner. 5th and Spring all clear.
Affirmative.
Tell me what the double cafe mocha you order yourself, right?
Man, that's the good stuff.
Jeez. You gotta try it sometime.
We're set.
Check out this black van. That's it. Let's do this.
We spotted him. It's going down, Captain. We're right behind him.
They've just turned toward Maine.
Roger that. We'll be ready. Collins, you copy that?
Yep.
Okay, everybody, let's get ready.
They're heading south on Main toward the target. Team A is following.
Lorrette's riding shotgun.
Roger that. Hold your position.
Come on, let's get set.
4 blocks away, Captain. 4 blocks. Roger.
Roger that, 4 blocks.
Let's go. Ready?
Yep.
Ready, Captain. We're all in place.
For God's sake, put your vest on.
Roger that. It's going down now. Now.
Roger.
We're on the driver. Go, 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 go.
Hands behind your head and step out. Now!
Come on, move, move. Out of the car. Out of the car.
Ah, yo!
Come on, right here. Let's go. Come on. Move it. Speed it up.
What's up, Lorette? Where everybody at? Go, go! We've been sold out!
We've been set up!
LAPD, drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Stay down! Go, go, go! Stay down! Put your hands behind your back! Roll over! Hands behind your back!
In foot pursuit, behind the truck! Hey, that vest is making you feel a little cocky. Turn over, face down. Now!
All right, hands behind your back.
Right. We got her, Detective.
How do you say we go get a real drink after we clean up this mess? Walt does more than Milton can justify God's ways to man.
I don't want to hear other people's words. Tell me what's inside you.
Malt. And more malt, please.
What about in vino veritas? What's the untold story of Dan Collins?
I sing.
You sing?
In the shower. As a matter of fact, I have the amazing talent of being able to sing in many different keys, all in the space of one song.
Come on, buddy, you had enough. Let's get out of here. Let's go. What are you doing, man?
You gotta protect yourself these days.
Laszlo, where did you get that, man? Come on, put it away. Let's get out of here. Put it... Laszlo, don't point it at me. Come on, man. Cut it out.
Buddy, you probably think that's real funny, but it isn't.
Up yours.
That guy over there at the end of the bar is a cop.
Laszlo, come on, put it down. Come on, Laszlo, there's a cop over there. Put it down, man.
There's a guy behind you with a gun. A laser is trained on your back. I think he's very drunk.
Just what I need.
Laszlo, come on.
Shut up.
Hey, buddy. I'm way too drunk to get into it with anybody. So I was thinking about just going home and sleeping it off.
You a cop?
Terrible job. I can't wait to retire.
Laz, come on, man.
I hate cops.
Why don't you just put that gun away and we can all go home?
Call an ambulance.
Oh, no!
Dan.
Ambulance.
Oh, no. Dan.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen. Listen. It happens. It's okay. Okay. Get some rest. Check on you in the morning, all right?
Do you want us to stay with you? Are you sure?
Fine.
Good night, Manny.
Hey, let me ask you something. When you hear the words Islam and Christianity, what comes to your mind? Conflict, division, maybe even fear? Let's change that today because we're cutting through the noise. Let's talk about what Islam really says about Christians. Once you learn the truth, the real historical and textual truth, you can't unsee it, and it might even change how you see the world. Let me share something most people don't know. In Islam, Christians aren't treated like outsiders or enemies. They're not ignored, dehumanized, or erased from the story. Actually, they are given a special name that shows deep respect, Ahl al-Kitab, or people of the book. Now, let me explain what that means, because it's not just religious talk, it's very important. In the Quran, people of the book means those who received earlier revelations before the Prophet Muhammad, mainly Jews and Christians. It means God recognizes these communities were part of the divine story. They were given scripture and chosen to deliver messages of guidance to humanity. That alone should make us stop and think, because it means Islam doesn't see itself as standing alone. It sees itself as continuing something bigger, a shared history of faith. This is not just symbolic, it also shows in how Muslims are taught to speak to Christians. The Quran says in chapter 29:46, "Do not argue with the people of the book except in the best and most kind way, except with those among them who do wrong." Say, we believe in what was sent down to us and sent down to you. Our God and your God is one, and to him we submit. Let that sink in for a moment. This verse doesn't tell us to attack people because they believe differently. It doesn't say to judge, mock, or ignore them. It says be respectful, be kind, speak nicely, and even when you disagree, do it with respect. Now, some people might say, well, that's just a verse. Does it really happen in real life? Yes, it does. And it did happen historically. Let's go back to the time of the Prophet Muhammad. There's a story that tells us a lot. A Christian group from Najran, a town in what is now Saudi Arabia, visited the Prophet in Medina. They talked, they debated, they discussed religion. And when it was time for them to pray, do you know what the Prophet did? He let them pray in his mosque. Think about that. He didn't stop them. He didn't ask them to leave. He opened the door and shared his space. That one action, opening the most sacred place in the city to a group with different beliefs, says more about Islam's respect for other faiths than many books. And it doesn't stop there. The Prophet made a document called the Charter of Najran, which protected the rights of Christians. It promised their churches would not be destroyed, their crosses would stay up, and their religious leaders would be safe. It even said Muslims should help fix churches if needed. That is not just tolerance, that is active protection and friendship. When you study what Islam really teaches, not just the headlines or rumors, you find something deep. Islam doesn't see Christianity as an enemy, it sees it as family. Not the same, but connected. Not the same path, but going in the same direction. So when people say Islam hates Christians, they're not just wrong, they're misinformed. The Quran doesn't call Christians infidels, it calls them people of Scripture. It tells Muslims to treat them with kindness, especially in conversation, and reminds everyone that God is one. That's the foundation. That's the truth. If more people knew this, the conversation in the world would be very different right now. Let's talk about something that has been misunderstood for too long. Something that could totally change how you see the connection between Islam and Christianity. Here it is. Muslims and Christians believe in the same God. Yes, I said it. Not a similar God. Not a regional version. The same God. The God of Abraham, the Creator, the one who revealed scriptures to prophets through time. Does that mean Islam and Christianity are the same? Of course not. There are big theological differences, no doubt. But at the core, both religions believe in one single, all-powerful God who is behind everything in the universe. Let's break it down. When a Muslim says Allah, many people think it's a foreign god or a different god only for Islam. But that's not true. Allah is simply the Arabic word for God. And here's something most don't know. Arabic-speaking Christians also say Allah when they talk about God. Go into a church in Lebanon or Egypt and you'll hear prayers using the name Allah, just like in a mosque. Why? Because the word Allah existed before Islam. Arab Christians and Jews used it before the Prophet Muhammad. It doesn't belong to one religion. It means the same one God who is one. Now, let's look at the Quran. Chapter 364 says, "Say, O people of the book, come to a common word between us and you, that we worship none but God." This is a clear call to focus on what unites us, not what divides us. What is the common word? That there is only one God and only He deserves worship. Here's another verse. Quran 29:46. Our God and your God is one, and to Him we submit. Think about that. It's a strong statement. It's not trying to cancel out Christians. It's saying, look, we might disagree on some things like the nature of Jesus or how salvation works, but don't forget that we both believe in the same basic truth. There is one God above all. Here's where it gets even more powerful. Both religions accept many of the same major prophets. Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, David, and yes, Jesus. They might have different views on their roles or status, but the line of prophets is shared. It's like a spiritual family tree. And all of them point to the one true creator. This isn't about ignoring our differences. It's about being honest about what we share. And that shared belief in God is huge. It means we aren't strangers spiritually. We're neighbors, cousins, people living on different floors of the same building, all looking up at the same sky. Theologically, yes, Muslims reject the Trinity and don't believe Jesus is the Son of God. That's true, and we don't sugarcoat it. But even with those differences, Islam doesn't call Christianity polytheistic. Instead, it keeps reminding believers that Christians are part of a bigger story, faith in one creator. Let me be clear, this understanding doesn't mean you have to convert, agree, or change your beliefs. That's not the goal. The point is to see where the bridge is already built, and it's been there all along, built on belief in the same God. Once you see that, it changes how you talk to others, how you listen, and definitely how you judge. At the end of the day, it's not about proving who's right. It's about recognizing that maybe, just maybe, we've been standing closer than we thought. If there's one thing that surprises people most when they learn about Islam, it's this. Muslims believe in Jesus. Not a little, not symbolically. They really believe in him. He's not ignored or dismissed. He is one of the most important figures in Islam. Let me explain. In Islam, Jesus, or Isa in Arabic, is seen as one of the greatest prophets God sent, not just another name on a list. He's elite, right up there with Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Muhammad. He is mentioned by name in the Quran more than Muhammad himself. That shows how important he is. Now, here's something even more interesting. Muslims believe Jesus was born to the Virgin Mary, Maryam. They believe she was chosen, pure, and honored above all women. There's even a whole chapter in the Quran named after her, Surah Maryam. Not a small mention, but a full chapter. No other woman, not even the mothers or wives of the Prophet Muhammad, get that much attention in Islam. Jesus' birth is described as a miracle. No earthly father, just Mary alone giving birth by God's command. Sound familiar? It's the same miraculous birth story told in the Bible. No change there. Muslims fully agree with that part of the story. It doesn't stop there. Muslims believe Jesus performed real miracles, healing the blind, curing lepers, breathing life into a clay bird, and raising the dead, all with God's permission. This is important in Islam. Every miracle Jesus did was a sign from God, not because Jesus was God himself, but because he was a chosen messenger empowered by God. That's the key difference. Muslims don't believe Jesus is God or the Son of God. They believe he was a messenger of God, a human with a sacred mission, just like Moses and Muhammad and all other prophets in Islam. God is one and only one, so calling Jesus divine is where Islam draws the line. But rejecting Jesus? Absolutely not. Here's something that surprises many. Muslims believe Jesus did not die on the cross. Instead, they believe God raised him up, saved him, and that Jesus will return at the end of time. That's right. Muslims are waiting for Jesus to come back, not as a new prophet or with a new book, but to set things right, bring justice, and unite people. This is part of Islamic belief and the bigger picture. So, if you step back for a moment, here's what you see. A religion that believes in Jesus' miraculous birth, his prophetic mission, his powerful miracles, and even his second coming. That's not someone Islam ignores. That's someone Islam holds in the highest respect. What does that mean for you and me? It means the huge wall people think stands between Muslims and Christians isn't as tall as they believed. Jesus is already on both sides, different views but shared respect. That common ground is strong. If more people understood it and studied what Islam really teaches, we'd have more honest talks, less fear, and much more respect. Jesus is not a dividing line. In many ways, he is a building block. Let's be real about something. There is a big wrong idea out there that Islam is about forcing people to believe, convert, or conform, that it's a religion based on pressure and control, that if you're not Muslim, you're automatically an enemy. That's the story many people have heard, but the truth couldn't be more different. One of the clearest, most powerful verses in the Quran says, "Let there be no compulsion in religion." Quran 2:25-6. Let's say that again, because it's not just a nice phrase, it's a principle. No forcing religion. That means faith can't be pushed or made to happen by fear, pressure, or tricks. In Islam, if you choose to believe, it has to come from your heart. Your own choice, not someone else's control, is what flips many stereotypes on their heads. Islam is very clear. God gave humans free will. That is not a loophole, it is by design. Everyone is responsible for their own soul. You can't force faith on anyone. You can't argue someone into belief. The Prophet Muhammad himself was told by God in the Quran, you are not a controller over them. Quran 8:22. Think about that. The Prophet, the leader of the Muslim community, was told he could not force people to believe. His job was to deliver the message, not to control hearts. That is the example Islam sets. And if he was not allowed to force belief, then who is? It goes even deeper. Islam actually accepts that people will always be different religions, different backgrounds, different beliefs. It doesn't see this as a mistake. It sees it as part of God's plan. The Quran says, if your Lord had willed, all people on earth would have believed. So will you then force people to become believers? Quran 10:99, that is a rhetorical question. The answer is clearly no. Yet people see headlines or extremists and assume that's what Islam teaches. But those headlines do not reflect the religion. They reflect what happens when people ignore the true teachings of their own faith. There is another verse in the Quran, 58, that says, do not let hatred of a people prevent you from being just. Be just. That is closer to righteousness. This is not just about law, it's about how humans behave, how you treat others, even if they disagree with you, even if they reject your beliefs. Islam does not give permission to treat anyone unfairly. It commands fairness, even when it feels hard. Let's be clear. Islam does not say all religions are the same. It does not pretend all beliefs lead to the same place, but it does say belief must be chosen, not forced. It says living peacefully with others, people of different faiths or no faith at all, is part of human life. You can be proud of your faith without being hateful. You can disagree without being disrespectful. You can teach without forcing. And here's the truth. If your belief is so weak that it must be guarded by fear or violence, it was never truly belief. It was insecurity dressed as religion. So when Islam says no compulsion in religion, it is not just a rule. It builds the base for people on different paths to share the same world. It is not about converting everyone. It's about creating a world where belief is real, not because someone shouted it at you, but because you searched, you questioned, and you chose. That is not weakness, that is strength. That is Islam. Let's clear something up many people don't know. The Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam and the most important figure in Muslim history, didn't just tolerate Christians. He protected them. He honored them. He wrote down that they should be treated with dignity, respect, and kindness. This isn't a modern PR trick. It is true history. In the 7th century, during the Prophet's lifetime, Christian communities lived across Arabia. One famous event involved Christians from Najran, a town in today's Saudi Arabia. These were not casual visitors. They were priests and leaders who came to Medina to meet the Prophet and talk about theology. Real conversations about Jesus, what Christians believe and how it compares with Islam. When it was time for them to pray, the Prophet let them pray inside his mosque, the holiest place for Muslims in the city. And instead of saying, no, this is a Muslim-only place, he said, go ahead. He honored their worship, even if he did not agree with every part of their faith. That is leadership. That is humanity. That is Islam in action. It goes further. After this meeting, the Prophet Muhammad issued a formal document known as the Charter of Najran. This was not just a kind gesture. It was a declaration of rights and protection. In this charter, the Prophet promised Christians full protection of their lives, property, and places of worship, freedom to practice their religion without interference, protection by Muslims, including military defense if needed, assurance that no church would be destroyed and no cross taken down. It even said if a Christian community needed help to repair a church, Muslims should help them. This was not just tolerance, this was active responsibility. Imagine today a leader saying, your church is sacred to you, so it is sacred to us too. We will defend it, we will help keep it safe. That level of respect between faiths is something many would not expect from the 7th century. But it is real, not from a fringe person, but from the Prophet of Islam himself. Now, some might ask, that was then, what about now? Yes, history has dark chapters. No religion's followers are perfect. But the problem is not the scripture or the Prophet's example. The problem happens when people stop following it. If Muslims today lived fully by the Prophet's example, churches would never be burned, Christians would never be attacked in the name of Islam, and they would be respected neighbors, not enemies. That is the blueprint the Prophet left. He made it clear that belief and disagreement are not excuses for cruelty. You can have different beliefs and still protect each other. You can pray in different ways and still live peacefully. You can follow your own faith without threatening someone else's. The Prophet did not just say be kind, he made rules for it. He didn't just preach peace, he wrote it into law. He didn't just tolerate Christians, he honored them as people of the book. That part of Islamic history needs to be talked about more. It's not about hiding differences, it's about leading with humanity. If he could do it then, we can do it now. If you want to understand the heart of Islam's teaching about Christians, there is one part you can't ignore. How the Quran tells Muslims to speak with them, not fight, not shame, but talk respectfully, calmly, and wisely. This isn't me saying let's all be nice. It is a command in the Quran, not a suggestion, not an encouragement, but a command. In Surah Al-Ankabut, chapter 29, verse 46, the Quran says, "And do not argue with the people of the book except in the best way, except with those who do wrong among them, and say, we believe in what was revealed to us and what was revealed to you. Our God and your God is one, and to him we submit." Let's break this down. People of the book means Jews and Christians, the communities who received scriptures before the Quran. What does Islam tell Muslims to do? Don't argue harshly. Don't try to dominate the discussion. Talk with kindness. Use the most respectful way possible. Hearing this changes everything. It is not about crushing someone's beliefs. It is not about winning a religious argument. It is about connecting, listening, and engaging with your best manners and mind. The verse goes even further and says, "Our God and your God is one." You don't say that to divide people, you say it to build a bridge. Here is the truth many don't realize. Islam recognizes that Christians are sincere in their faith. The Quran says Christians are among those closest in love to Muslims, Quran 5:82, because they are humble. It praises their modesty, their devotion, and their kindness. This doesn't mean Islam agrees with all Christian beliefs, but it does mean the Quran sees value in how many Christians live their faith with love, service, and honesty. This is the example Muslims should follow when they interact with Christians. Recognize what is good, treat it with respect, find common ground, and build from there. Let me be honest, today when people talk about religion, it often becomes toxic. Social media fights, shouting matches on TV, people trying to prove others wrong. It's tiring and honestly pointless because no one changes their heart when they feel attacked. But what does change people is respect, curiosity, and honest conversation. That is what the Quran encourages. It does not tell Muslims to weaken their belief. It does not say, pretend we all believe the same thing. No, it says, have the courage to speak with honor, to disagree without insulting, to listen without judging, and to represent your faith in a way that invites real dialogue. This is not some modern Western idea about interfaith talk. It is part of the core of Islam, written in scripture and prophetic tradition. If more people, Muslim and non-Muslim, knew this, maybe we would stop shouting at each other and start having real conversations. Because in the end, this isn't just about theology. It's about how we live, how we treat neighbors, how we build a world where differences don't lead to violence, but to better understanding. So next time someone says that Islam is about division or conflict, remember this. The Quran literally teaches Muslims to speak to Christians using the best words they have, not because we are the same, but because we are human. That is where all real conversations should begin. Here is the truth no one talks about at dinner tables, headlines, or internet comment sections. Islam does not teach Muslims to hate Christians. It teaches the opposite. It honors the shared roots between us. It lifts up Jesus, not quietly, but boldly. It commands freedom of belief, not force. It records the Prophet Muhammad standing up for Christian safety, and it commands Muslims to speak with respect, not anger. We have been told a story of division and suspicion, but that story falls apart the moment you open the Quran, the moment you look at the Prophet's actions, the moment you have one honest talk with a Muslim who truly lives their faith. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to mix beliefs or erase identities, but we must show up with curiosity, not hate, with clarity, not anger, because the more you learn, the harder it is to hold on to prejudice. The problem is not faith, it's ignorance. And ignorance is a choice. So if you take one thing from this, let it be this: you cannot hate someone you truly understand. Islam does not see Christians as enemies. It sees them as fellow travelers, people of the book, human beings made by the same creator. We can disagree and still stand together with respect. We can worship differently and still walk side by side in peace. That is not weakness. That is not compromise. That is wisdom. That is strength.